You see it, the Eagles polo on. Such a great moment. Such a great moment. Such a great moment for Mr. Hurt season himself. Such a great moment. If you're one of the Eagles content creators who really, really, really put on the way that I put on behind this Jalen Hurts thing, Diego, what up? Ace, what up? Ryan P, what up? I tried to give y'all the normal lunchtime with the bullies time, but I wanted people to eat first. I wanted people to eat first. Bullies in attendance. Bullies form up. Fall in. Fall in on me. Fall in. You know what I'm saying? Shout out from the fort, LB. You already know. What up to the fort? Talk to us nice. Maverick, what up? If that's one thing you could do, talk to us nice. I don't care who the Ram fans blaming. I don't care who they blaming, man. The amount of disrespect that was being spewed on Jalen Hurts' name in the first half is astronomical. Astronomical. Cam still hating? If you still got a bone in your body left to hate on Jalen Hurts, then you simply jealous of that man. If you still got a bone left to hate in your body in regards to what you saw of Jalen Hurts, you jealous of that man. Your old lady must have called him cute. Something. If you still got it, Cam Newton could have never came back from that type of deficit. Cam Newton could have never came back from that type of deficit. Never. Lamar Jackson cannot come back from a deficit like that. If memory serves me right, I don't think none of the big four or these elite guys ever came back from 19 or more. Maybe Josh Allen. Cam Newton hating means nothing no more. It means nothing. To still hate on Jalen Hurts is to stamp your ticket to Delusional Island. To still hate on Jalen Hurts after what you saw is to stamp your ticket to Delusional Island. Jaden Daniels can't Jaden Daniels can't do that. Jaden Daniels can't do that. Let's be clear about who can do that and who can't do that. There's only one. Happy Victory Monday, Eagles Nation. There's only one. Let's be clear of who can do that and who cannot do that. There is simply only one. At this point, if you're hating on Jalen Hurts, you need views. If you're hating on Jalen Hurts, you need motion. If you're hating on Jalen Hurts, your life isn't going well. Everybody with a brain said that the mentality is of a Brady-esque. I saw that too, Unique Cross. They said the mentality is Brady-esque. Brady-esque. This how strong the hate is. We was down 19, and the dude with the Silvio Dante screwface who be on the show with Colin Cowherd tweeted out, and I paraphrase, we need, all right, Jalen Hurts, it's time for you to throw your team back in the game and win the shootout. They dislike Jalen Hurts' game and mentality so much that they want to see him do things that the quarterbacks that they praise can't do. For Jalen Hurts to get a little bit of respect, winning the Super Bowl was not enough. Winning Super Bowl MVP was not enough. Going to a Super Bowl was not enough because that's all Joe Burrow did to get his respect. He just went to one. I don't think he's been back to the playoffs since. Wasn't enough. They said you got to win the Super Bowl. You got to win 19 out of your last 20 games. The only game you lost was when you got hurt. That's historical run. That is a historical run. Listen, the things that's happening in the background, they're not getting the proper shine because everybody wants to hate. Give me another quarterback that had 19 games, 1 out of 20. I'll wait, bruh. It don't matter what you say. That's hard to do. You only can talk about the early 2000s Patriots or this recent Chiefs stint. That's in the same realm as that. They dislike Jalen Hurts so much. They use Jalen Hurts' name for clicks so much that Jalen Hurts had to get down 19 points, had the bench's offensive coordinator, and come out and throw 3 touchdowns in the second half of the game, get everybody in the big three involved in the passing game. Saquon couldn't find no traction to open up the pass. Jalen Hurts dissected the Rams secondary in the second half. Clutch throw after clutch throw after clutch throw after clutch throw. Receivers made clutch catch after clutch catch after clutch catch after clutch catch. But if Jalen Hurts is not your quarterback, you don't win that game, bruh. You don't win that game. It was a total team effort. We know what Jordan Davis brought to the table. We know all of that stuff. But this is about the respect on my quarterback name. It was all of this. He ain't throw a touchdown pass yet. They threw 3 yesterday. They got 7 total on the season because we count rushing touchdowns. We count rushing touchdowns. 7 on the season. What can you possibly say right now? You couldn't say nothing after the Super Bowl MVP. But what can you say right now, man? What can you say right now? Cam Newton is a bone. This is personal between Cam Newton and Jalen Hurts. I ain't even see what he said. But if Cam Newton's still hating, this is personal. This is personal between Cam Newton and Jalen Hurts. Purely personal. There's no way that you should have a hating bone in your body for what you just witnessed. Everybody should be praising Jalen Hurts and giving it up. If Cam Newton's still hating, I'm on Cam Newton body all week. I'm on Cam Newton body all week if he's still hating. No, you know he had to give him his props. But you can't do nothing but give him his props. If you can find any way to give Jalen Hurts a backhanded compliment after what you said, what you saw, then you just a clown, bro. You just don't like him. That's cool. That's cool. We got a super team, right? Then why no other quarterback can't win the game when Jalen Hurts ain't in the game? Why? We went out the game. We lost. Kenny Pickett couldn't beat the Commanders. And the Commanders turned the ball over 5 times. They turned it over 5 times against the Eagles in the NFC Championship, got blown out. Gardner Minshew had and this is what I'm saying. A particular portion of people hate on Jalen Hurts so much, they even gave Gardner Minshew the testicular fortitude to knock on the coach's door and say he deserved the win. He deserved the start. Winning the Dallas, he couldn't win the game in Jalen Hurts' absence. Marcus Mariota got 2 wins as a backup when Jaden Daniels don't play. Marcus Mariota won 2 games. 2 games. Every time Jaden Daniels missed a game, the Commanders still won. Marcus Mariota got a higher winning percentage than Jaden Daniels. Shaq said, I don't want to see either of them back there returning kicks next week. I don't want to see them returning kicks next week either, man. The knuckleball was giving us fits. It was giving us fits. Dallas Cowboys fans was rejoicing in the first half. They was holding hands. They was in the ultimate circle jerk. They was rolling around in baby oil on Twitter, on the timeline, high-fiving each other with Cowboys bikinis on, grown men having the time of their life because they thought it was our demise. See, they didn't play till 4. We played at 1, so all eyes was on Eagles and Rams. Grown men rolling around at a hot dog stand in baby oil, having the time of their life. Second half came around, crickets. Then they get on TV and get their back beat out by Caleb Williams. They go on America's Game of the Week and get their back beat out by Caleb Williams. 4 touchdowns. Folded like a lawn chair. The anime gamer, thank you for the super chat. Not gonna lie, Eagles dead ass said, all right, we let them have their fun and let's remind them who they are. That's all that happened. America's game of the week should have been on one of them X-rated websites. Somebody back got beat out. America's game of the week was one of them videos when the stepmom stuck in the washer. The Bears came behind that stepmom and said, are you stuck in the washer? I can get you out. I can get you out this washing machine. Back beat out. Caleb Williams had the time of his life while y'all was making funnies. Y'all was thinking it was funny in the first half. We came back and had the greatest comeback. The greatest comeback since D-Jax ran it back at the Meadowlands. We had the greatest comeback. The Cowboys was that stepmom stuck in the washing machine. Got they back beat out. Dak, 2 interceptions. Y'all lost to the Bears. Bear down, dummy. They lost to the Bears. Caleb Williams had the performance of a lifetime. You want to know what I did in my fantasy football league? I started Caleb Williams because I knew the Dallas Cowboys were marinated buns. Back beat out. Everybody on that defense has a PhD from Back Beat Out University. Trayvon Diggs, trash. Trash. What'd you say? Disconnect. Disconnect the thing from the speaker. Hold on. How I do that? I'm gonna disconnect it. Maybe you can't hear me because you're gonna want to hear this. Let me disconnect. Let me. We back. We good. Bluetooth off now. Do it sound better now? Flipping the bird. Thank you for the super chat. Lane Johnson just has a stinger. He's good to play against Tampa. That was the best comeback since the miracle in the Meadowlands. Sirianni 4-0 against McVay. And they won't see us again. Back beat out University. Trayvon Diggs is trash. Trash. Who else in that secondary? It don't matter. Code name trash. Dallas Cowboys content creators, they was tweeting the whole first half. Caleb Williams left fingernail polish on the ball. He was slinging it. Pause. Fingernail polish all on the ball. He was throwing the ball so hard. He left paint on the field. Back beat out University. They were loud and proud in attendance. Everybody. I don't even want to address the Rams fan. I knew they did. I just knew they wasn't going to win. I knew they wasn't going to win. The whole NFL world, everybody who say force Jalen Hurts to throw the ball, every time y'all say it, y'all get your issue. You get what you've been asking for every time you say it. We could have blew the Chiefs out. Back beat out University. Guys are going to BBU. We could have blew the Chiefs out. You know what? I'm glad that this happened before we play the Bucs because they got to get this work too. We're going to get the shirts made. Back beat out University. What we going to do, BBO or BBOU? Because a lot of teams getting their backs blown out in front of their own fan bases. They making sad car videos. I don't know nothing about that, man. The last time I talked about a loss was one time in 20 games. I damn near ride around with a cigar. I win so much. Cool Eagles, SNE TV, thank you for the super chat. Cowboys got beat by a dude who bent his wrist after he let the ball go. The follow-through was crazy last week, though. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about losing, though. The Anime Gamer, thank you for the super chat. He said Jalen turned to a straight assassin in the second half. The game was amazing. Jalen Hurts' second half game was amazing. You see how the NFL world overreaction? They all look stupid now. Some keeping it real, some giving him his flowers. Rex Ryans of the world. I know Ryan Clark. I know all of these guys and all of that. But Dan Orlovsky still couldn't even help himself. Still with the hypothetical. Still couldn't even help himself. If it was 10 guys throwing in shorts, I don't know if you pick Jalen. If it was 20 guys throwing in shorts, I don't know if you pick Jalen Hurts out of the top 10. Y'all still worrying about how guys look when they throwing the ball in their panties and bra. When Jalen Hurts in full pads and helmet gear, when Jalen Hurts, when dressed as a Spartan, puts in pain. Y'all still worrying about, you know who looked good throwing in his panties and bra? Zach Wilson. He damn near out the league. Damn near out the league. Dan Orlovsky couldn't help himself. If there was 20 guys throwing in shorts and T-shirts, I'm not sure that Jalen Hurts gets in the top 10 of that. That's because y'all looking for cute. We looking for greatness. Greatness is now, ladies and gentlemen. Greatness is now. We are in the midst of a Hall of Fame career by a quarterback, and it's our quarterback. Greatness is now. We don't have to search high and low for greatness. We don't have to search high and low for greatness. We turn on the TV and we see it every day. We turn on the TV and we see it every single day. Every Sunday we see greatness from our quarterback. From going to the Met Gala. You know what I mean? From smoking Michael Jordan 6-ring cigars with the GOAT. From having the GOAT come to the link when a banner drop. From standing in front of the home crowd down 19, taking the lead on a 4th down throw to Devontae Smith. They thought it was sweet. He reactivated A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown running people over. This team is unstoppable. Clutch. Simo Mop, thank you for the super chat. Jalen balled off only 2 quarters, had better stats than Stafford. He outplayed Stafford. Quinyon Mitchell shut Devontae down in the second half. Don't forget the midget Saquon. Saquon ain't really even explode yet, pause. He didn't even explode yet. Saquon Barkley is going to explode because the passing game is now here. I love what A.J. Brown said, Unique Cross. He said, we got hitters on this team. Unleash us early and let's get guys out the way early. That's all we got to do, bro. All we got to do. Jalen Hurts went over to that sideline, gotten Kevin Patullo ass. That's some Tom Brady type stuff, bro. That's Tom Brady type stuff. You will never see Dak Prescott go over there and talk to Schottenheimer that way. You would never see a lot of these guys address the sideline like that, like Jalen Hurts just did. I ain't see the Eagles in the 3-by-1 all season, I don't think. And A.J. Brown isolated to go put in work. I ain't see it all season. Isolate AJ on the 3-by-1. Comeback route. My hand's too strong. If you're on my hip, I'm going to run you over and I'm going to get 25. Reverse the 3-by-1 on the other side. Back shoulder fade. Touchdown. What are we doing, bruh? What are we doing? Dallas got it up the seam. Smitty on the speed out on the 4th down. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing playing with our food? What are we doing playing with our food? It's our fault. We played with our food. It's our fault that it looked as difficult as it did. But this type of comeback win is dangerous for the rest of the NFL because it galvanized the troops. Everybody was galvanized. We was cool winning. But the score might not look like a foot was put in somebody's rear end. Yeah, but they only scored one time after the... Bro, and then we started off the half with the ball. Jalen Hurts got smoked, fumble, pick it up. Come on, bro. We still won the game, bro. We still won the game. Jalen Hurts, from after that fumble on, put the city on his back, bro. They unlocked that was playoff Hurts. That was playoff Hurts. If you could find it in your heart to hate on Jalen Hurts in any way, shape, form, or fashion this morning, then you just never liked the guy, bro. You biased, you a hater, you a lot of things, man, but you ain't real. You ain't real. You ain't real. Pryor don't never. They need to cut Pryor. You know what I mean? LB, Louis got to give us props. He ain't got to give us nothing. He ain't got to give us nothing. He ain't got to give us nothing. How your quarterback one of them ones if your backup can win in his absence? How your quarterback one of them ones if your backup can win in his absence? If our quarterback don't play, we most likely lose. Pryor trash, you know what I mean? Bringing Fred Johnson back was one of the best things we did, clearly already. Pryor should be way on the depth chart. Way below Fred. And I think we actually just elevated Fred. Fred Johnson was a huge signing. Yo, LB, what Law Nation been up to? You still holla at him? Yeah. Me and Law got a YouTube channel together. Super friends. Me, Law, Bad Dog, and Louis T. We in constant communication. It ain't how you start, it's how you finish. Facts. We started 2-2 last year. 2-2 last year. Won the Super Bowl. From that 2-2 point to now, we only lost one game, bro. One game. And Jalen Hurts' infectious attitude to do whatever it takes to win has trickled down to his team. Jalen Hurts is the ultimate leader. The ultimate leader. For Jordan Davis to block 2 kicks. For Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter to do whatever it takes to get them balls out of the air. Pause. Come on, man. Paul Brown, thank you for the super chat. Jalen was hot on the sideline with Patullo, then proceeded to carry us. Hurts is him. Himianda Jones. Himothy Butler. You know what I'm saying? Himmy Turner. It's Jalen all the way. It's all the way, bro. Jalen was talking to Kevin Patullo like you didn't get the oil changed on a Ferrari and we about to break down. Go get the oil change, man, so this Ferrari can move the way it's supposed to move. Jordan Davis getting paid. Jordan Davis is on the road to an all-pro season. I already said on the last Super Friends that I thought he was the best defender through 2 games. I thought he was the best defender in the NFC East through 2 games. He's been playing outstanding. But this game right here by Jordan Davis, I don't even think Jalen Carter had a game this good. I don't think Jalen Carter had a game this good. This is the best game from a strict defensive nose tackle perspective. And I don't know how long I've seen from the Eagles. You got to be talking about, this might be the best game from a defensive tackle since, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Fletcher Cox ain't never have a game like that. Blocking 2 field goals is huge, bro. 2 field goals blocked, a sack, and a touchdown might be Corey Simon. If it ain't Corey Simon, it gotta be like Reggie White. That was like some Reggie White type stuff, bro. The anime gamer, I didn't know JD could run that fast. That boy was out, bro. You gotta look at his combine film, bro. I think he ran like a I think he ran a 4 something at 300 pounds. You know what I mean? Ja'Cory and Bennett did come in the game playing really sticky coverage, and we're going to need that moving forward if Adoree Jackson is hurt. But he did get away with a PI on Puka Nacua. Y'all going to lose Sunday. Y'all lost this Sunday. Y'all lost yesterday, Ken Jones. Y'all lost to the Browns. Y'all lost to the Browns. It's like a couple people shouldn't have you shouldn't even have the gall to. You lost to the Browns, bro. Like 10-16, you lost to the Browns. A lot of people shouldn't even have the mitigated gall to speak to me, man. You lost to the Browns, man. You lost to the Browns. I don't even know what else to say to you, man. Just shut up and enjoy a winning conversation. Where's the Packers content creators at? Lost to Joe Flacco and the Browns. Like, what? Yeah, if you lost yesterday, just be humble and be quiet. Be humble and be quiet. The Packers ain't better than us. Nobody can beat us for real, bro. If we lose the game, the Rams really tried to blow us out, though, bro. The Rams really tried to blow us out. We had to shake back. If the Eagles get blown out yesterday, bro, the conversation is crazy around us, bro. Y'all lost being up 10-0. The Browns defense is legit, though. And the Browns had a hellacious schedule so far, bro. The Browns played, I know they played Baltimore. They played Green Bay. They played somebody else really, 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 really good in week 1. They played Baltimore on the road. The Browns definitely had a hellacious schedule. The Bengals. Joe Burrow was there. That's a pretty hard schedule. But they caught somebody. I think there's only 3 undefeated teams left. The Philadelphia Eagles. San Fran is undefeated, which is crazy to me. And Daniel Jones. Brock Purdy and Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts, the last 3 undefeated guys in the National Football League. The last 3 undefeated guys in the National Football. The Bills. Chargers and Bills too. Okay. Chargers and Bills. All right. Bucks too. I forgot about the Bucks. Unstable Eric, thank you for the super chat. We won in all kinds of ways. Ugly wins first 2 weeks. Comeback win this week. If we get belted ass next week, they might as well as be our Super Bowl op. I mean, going in Tampa is going to be tough. Bilal, what's up? Going in Tampa is definitely going to be a tall order, but you know, we got to do what we got to do. Man. You know, the Rams was a tall order. Everybody was talking about Puka Nacua with Devontae Adams. You know who be getting bro, they glazed Matt Stafford more than a donut. Well, what's going on, Brody? LB, yesterday game had to be the next best game in Eagles history after Deshaun Jackson winning punt return versus the Giants. It was definitely the best comeback since the return in the Meadowlands. It was definitely, I don't know if this one is better or not. I'm not sure if this one is better or not. But Jalen Hurts is making this. Jalen Hurts is I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The dude is building a Hall of Fame legacy, man. A Hall of Fame legacy. Zach Bond, Zach Bond, the best linebacker in football, bro. Jordan Davis is the best nose tackle in football. Jalen Hurts is the best. I think Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback through 3 weeks. I do. 7 total touchdowns, a 19-point comeback, still undefeated. If Daniel Jones go down 19, the game over, bro. If Baker Mayfield and them go down 19, the game is over. The game is over, bro. The game is over. I don't care what you say about Jalen Hurts has not turned the ball over through the air. He did get the fumble in this game, but Jalen Hurts has not turned the ball over, man. He's protected the ball. Trey, thank you for the super chat. Can we agree our defense allows 0 points in the second this season, in the second half this season alone? No, what's the name scored? They scored in the third quarter after we fumbled and got the ball back. So we did give up 7 in the second half. I wouldn't put that touchdown on our defense second. Oh, you wouldn't put that on the defense? I mean, I can't either to a degree, but it is. Purdy been injured for 2 weeks now, and Nick Bosa is out for the season. Well, LB, Hurts fumbled yesterday, but I know what you mean. He did fumble yesterday. I did just say that. Thank you for the super chats. He fumbled yesterday. But, you know, he been playing clean, man. And then we 100% in the red zone. 100% in the red zone, bro. The defense is elite, bro. You do not win that game without the defense continuously keeping the Eagles in the game, bro. You don't win that game, bro. Because at halftime, it was 19-7, bro. I felt really, really good going into the half. Because if you score when you get the ball back, it's 14-19. I felt really, really, really good. Then when we went down 26-7, I said, Gets a little tricky here. ACL just announced for who, Bosa? No, I wasn't crazy when I said just sending love from Update New York. What's going on, Update? Appreciate you for the super chat, bro. Damn, Bosa. Yeah, they done. They done. But you know, I mean, Bone is the best. Bone is the best linebacker in the league, bro. And Bone is the best defender on our team. Hands down, Bone the best defender on our team. I didn't know Bone. The way Bone lurks and get interceptions is crazy to me, bro. It's crazy to me the way Bond moves around, bro. He's everywhere. He tackles well. Jahad Campbell is learning from Bond. I like the way Jahad Campbell was playing, man. It's just Dave. What up, Dave? 856 people in the building. It's easy. Bond is easily the best defender. Bond might be the best defender in the NFL, bro. Bond might be the best defender in the NFL. The way Quinyon Mitchell locked down Devontae Adams, I think Quinyon Mitchell was definitely getting Pro Bowl honors or whatever the case may be. But this defense is elite, bro. This defense is elite, man. We held them to field goal after field goal after field goal. We held them to so many field goals that it helped us telegraph how they kick, and we ended up blocking the last two. We held them to so many field goals that we collected data on how they kick. Unstable Eric, thank you for the super chat. Jalen was definitely the OC in the second half. He was literally changing stuff up and audible out of everything the whole half. That's how it's got to be, Brady type stuff. It's got to be like that, man. Jalen got to run what's coming. Jalen, man, bro, Jaylen Hurts is going to get an extension. Pretty soon, Jaylen Hurts is going to get a contract extension. Sirianni's victory speech was classic yesterday. It should have been. LB McVay was smiling before the blocked field goal. I bet he was. He thought he was going to get his get back. The Bucs easy next week. Baker just be getting up to play us. Pause. Sidney Brown tackled with his eyes closed. The defense, I didn't think the defense played bad. You know what I mean? My guy Bilal, thank you for the super chat again. Who was calling plays in the second half? I think Jalen Hurts took over the offense in the second half. Jalen Hurts started checking out and stuff. Jalen Hurts took over the offense in the second half. Because you know what? Honestly, bro, I hate to say this. I didn't want to try to put this bug out there. Smitty definitely unsung hero yesterday. I didn't want to put this bug out there, but I feel like Kevin Patullo was calling plays as if he didn't believe in Jalen Hurts as well. I was starting to think, I'm like, he don't believe in Jalen Hurts. He don't believe in Jalen Hurts to completely open his offense up. He was treating Jalen Hurts like he just ain't win a bowl. Like he was a rookie. Chase Daniels said Eagles could start 1-3. When did he say that? Chase Daniels is a Jalen Hurts hater. Oh, if Mike Evans ain't playing, we got him. We got him if Mike Evans ain't playing. Evans ain't playing, we definitely got him. If Mike Evans ain't playing, we got them. They real quiet about Hurts' performances. Of course they are. They bona fide 911 people in the building. They some bona fide haters. Let me take a screenshot of this, man. Y'all say hi. Y'all say hi. You know what I'm saying? Y'all say hi. Say that to the photos. 912 people in the building, man. Sometimes we got to let people know that the bullies march hard. A lot of people can't get 920 in the building. People can't get 920 in the building at 3 o'clock p.m. A lot of people can't do it. Sometimes you got to let them know. It be people with 200,000 subscribers talking to 12 people, 10,000 people, 1,000 people in the building now. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day going to end, and it's going to end with a Philadelphia Eagles win. We destroyed the Rams. We broke their spirit. You know who we really broke in half? The Chiefs. The Chiefs are a shell of themselves. I'm tired of Travis Kelce running around here too, talking to Andy Reid like he done lost his mind. I'm tired of him running around here talking to Andy Reid like he done lost his mind. 1,100 people in the building. Everybody on TV today should have nothing but great things to say about Jalen Hurts. 1,200 people in the building. Make sure you like and you subscribe. Make sure you like and you subscribe. You know what I mean? If you need some money to play some fantasy with, go to Sleeper and use code LBSBMVP. LB Super Bowl MVP. My agent asked me, what code you want to use? I said, make it LBSBMVP for Super Bowl MVP. Come on, man. Jalen Carter is doing interviews with Jared Verse chain on. We own them. We own them. We own them. And don't forget the Dallas Cowboys got their back beat out yesterday. Back beat out. The Dallas Cowboys was that stepmom in the laundry room. Y'all know y'all saw the movies where the stepmom gets stuck in the laundry room trying to get the wipes out the dryer. She's stuck. She can't move. Buns out. Stepson come and say, you need some help. Back beat out University. I know y'all saw him. That was the Dallas Cowboys. Ass out in the laundry room. Caleb Williams came in there with the fresh manicured nails. Back beat out University. Blown out. Dismantled. Treated. Embarrassed. In America's Game of the Week. You want to know when we had America's Game of the Week, week 2, we broke records. We broke viewing records. Viewing records. Damn near every game we played this year is a top viewed game. Everybody was tuning into the Rams and the Eagles. Everybody. And you know what? You want to know what I like the most about our victory? Is that the fans in the stands was still packed. Nobody went home. We stayed there. If y'all gonna beat us, we're gonna have our chin up. You gonna show us that you gonna come into Lincoln and blow us out. Nobody's ever coming in Lincoln Financial Field and blowing us out. We needed to come back one like this because we are the only team to not have any back-to-back home games this season. Ill Will, thank you for the super chat. I honestly don't think Patullo had anything himself to do with the second half offense. Could we see a play caller change? I don't think Patullo had nothing to do with it at all. Verse said, my grandmama gave me that change. Josh Collins, thank you for the super chat. Carson Wentz going to have to play us in Philly this year. It's going to be a sad day. It's going to be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing. Carson got a dub yesterday, though. He looked serviceable. Hurts is elite. Respect his name. We out here owning teams. We out here doing whatever we want to do, Monica. Whatever we want to do, man. It's our world, everybody. Nobody can stop this repeat but us. If we can get a door replaced, our defense would be incredible. Isaiah Rodgers went off yesterday. Yeah, he scored 2 defensive touchdowns, Dave. A pick 6 and like a fumble, scoop, and score. You know what I mean? Patullo got over in the passenger seat yesterday. He had to. He had to. He had to. He had to move out the way because all that smiling after the Chiefs game, laughing and joking, bro, we don't look good. Stepmom BBU, starring Strawberry Daiquiri, they said. I think Nick was calling those plays. He became a better play caller now. Something had to happen, bro. But it's like, you don't even have to be like, you don't have to do what the Bears do. We have to do no flea flickers. We don't have to do any of that. We can line up because we're better than guys. we're better. We have a better quarterback. We have better wide receivers. We have a better tight end. We have a better offensive line than most people. We can just line up and cook. We don't have to do reverse flea flicker. We don't have to make it look like that. We can line up and let if AJ Brown is one-on-one, it's done for you. It's done for you. If AJ Brown is one-on-one, we throwing that. We throwing that. If Smitty is one-on-one, we throwing that most likely. We throwing that most likely. We don't have to overcomplicate this. This ain't rocket science, y'all. We don't need to. We don't need to do what the Bears did. We don't got to put on a show. No, we just got to go out there and go. We either gonna run with Saquon or we gonna cook you through the air. It's so simple, bro. It's so simple, man. I want Jalen Hurts to have a career year in touchdown throws and in passing yards. I need that. I need that for Jalen Hurts. I need Jalen Hurts to just, I need it. Just, I don't care as long as we win. I know Jalen Hurts can do whatever he got to do. I just need it to shut him up. I just want everything to be done to shut them up. So I continue to say, look, you said he couldn't do this. He did it. He did it. You said he couldn't do this. He did it. He did it. If anybody's still hating on Jalen Hurts, it's a personal issue. It's a personal issue, bro. I wouldn't be able to talk bad about Dak if Dak wasn't throwing picks and they wasn't getting their back beat out. I wouldn't be able to. If guys are doing, I can't say nothing bad about Herbert. You're hearing me say nothing bad about Justin Herbert. I'm legit. I keep it cool, bro. I ain't had nothing but good things to say about Joe Burrow the first couple years he was in the league. I've been always saying Pat is consensus #1 guy in the league right now. I always give it up, bro. But I can't give it up if you ain't going out there and producing. The Dak and the Dak and Jalen Hurts debate, come on, is that even real? Is that even real? Cam Newton been jealous, bro. Cam Newton been jealous of Jalen Hurts, man. Been jealous. Vulnerably, I cried. You cried because you ain't dive on the ball in the Super Bowl? Jalen Hurts ain't even get excited when we blocked the kick. But you cried because you ain't do your job? It was nothing more for Jalen Hurts to do after he threw that game-winning touchdown to Smitty. It's up to the defense now. Just like the defense said, there's nothing more for us to do after we blocked this that first field goal we blocked. Y'all got to go out there and score now. There's nothing more for us to do. Go take the lead now. The defensive side of the ball, put it on the offense. I saw Jalen Carter mouth something to Jalen Hurts after they blocked the first kick. Yo, now you got to go. It's your turn. Go do something. Ken James, you keep talking. Ken James, listen, man, you're making a fool out of yourself. We see Sunday in Tampa. You're making a fool out of yourself. Stop asking for other people to do a job that you can't do. Y'all lost to the Browns. Y'all might lose again. Y'all liable to lose to anybody. You lost to the Browns. You lost to the Browns, buddy. You lost to the Browns. You know what I mean? I watched both sides of the ball hold both guys accountable, bro. The offense held the defense accountable when it was time, when the offense finally got that lead back, and the defense just kept holding them to 3, blocking kicks, stopping them on 4th down, Jordan Davis and them guys, man. Clutch 3rd down stop after 3rd down stop, bro. They said, defense, help us out here. Kyle Sanders, thank you for the super chat. LB Hurts has 6 OCs, man. He knows play calling at this point. Jalen know what winning look like. Exactly. Exactly. Jalen Hurts is in. Jalen Hurts has to be in MVP mode with this offensive coordinator. We got to finish our fool, LB, in 2022. That was me in 2022. That was me in 2022. I see why we wasn't pressed to pay a 1-year contract for CB. Vic Fangio believes in his players. He definitely believes in his players. Bro, that man went on another YouTube page. Who that? Jordan Love is mediocre. Yeah, Jordan Love ain't better than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts the best quarterback in the NFC, man. I've been saying this. But Commanders fans will have you say it's Jaden Daniels. Rams fans will have you say, and that's what's supposed to happen, man. The Packers are supposed to feel like their guy is that guy. They're supposed to feel like their guy is that guy. But should they really be feeling like that when our guy sent them to Cancun? Should the Commanders really be feeling like Jaden Daniels is better than Jalen Hurts when our guy sent them to Cancun? Every time Jaden Daniels need a break, because he done got flipped and dipped on his head because he can't run to the left, Marcus Mariota come in and they win the game. Every time he need a break, Marcus Mariota going to come in and get him a game. Come in and get him a game. There's no breaks for Jalen Hurts, man. When Jalen Hurts ain't play, we'd be 20-0 if Jalen Hurts ain't get hit by dirty Frankie Louisville. We'd be 20-0 in the last 20 games. Drew Gillis, what's up? Fitz Vegas on the milk carton. He should be. All we do is win, win, win no matter what. That's it. That's it. But, you know, like I keep saying, at the end of the day going to end, and it's going to end with a Philadelphia Eagles win, man. I am ecstatic. I am over the moon for this team. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking Baker and the Bucks lightly. They have seemingly been our kryptonite. But I am just excited for what's to come for this team this year, bro. Excited, man. We are in the middle of a repeat season, and we are looking stronger every single week, man. Stronger every single week. Link up tomorrow at noon. The next link up. The Super Friends will return next week, I believe. We do a show every 2 weeks, so everybody got hectic schedules. But somebody should be dropping a video this week on the Super Friends channel in regards to the news that's been going on in the NFC. I think Bad Dog did the first around the NFC. I did the last around the NFC. If they don't do it again, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But they don't want me to talk about Back Beat Out University. Joe Queen, man, thank you for the super chat. Buck's schedule been trash, and Mike Evans is hurt. They don't want me to talk about Back Beat. Listen, do y'all want me to do the Around the NFC East video on the Super Friends channel? If y'all want me to do it, I'll call a power play. I will call an audible. I will call an audible. Because the Cowboys, they ain't going to talk about it the way I'm going to talk about it. The Cowboys is not going to talk about it the way the Cowboys ain't going to tell the truth. It was my pleasure to do it last week when the Commanders got cooked. It will be my pleasure to do it this week when the Cowboys got taken to Back Beat Out University. See, they leaving a lot of stains in them laundry rooms. The Commanders got stuck in the laundry room. Then the Cowboys got stuck in the laundry room. The Cowboys don't know who hit them. They don't know who it was. The culprit came in wearing a George Pickens shiesty. And y'all seen George Pickens crash out. It only took 3 weeks. Slamming the helmet on the ground. You should be slamming your hands on the ground. You had the ball pop off your hands for the pick. You had the ball pop off your hands for the pick. That last pick, that got benched. You know what? I'm going to do the video. I got it. I'm going to text the fellas. I'm going to do the video. I want y'all to enjoy Victory Monday. I'm going to have some content coming out tomorrow probably.